Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. And today the full moon in Aries is coming out. This is a time to honor your inner warrior with the full moon in Aries and celebrate the ways you've grown into your strength and release those fears that hold you back. This spread is done by Biddy Tarot, and she looks at 6 questions during the spread, and we're going to talk about them. What have I brought to life in the last 6 months? Where do I need to show up with courage? How can I release stress and tension from my body? What does my inner warrior want me to know now? That's a very important question. And where do I need to be more selfish in my life? And where do I need to release? What do I need to release in order to dare greatly? So as you can hear, I'm shuffling the cards. And we'll get started for this full moon in Aries. So Spirit, with this full moon in Aries, I only want one card here. Cards are sticky because it's been raining here lately. So with this full moon in Aries, we want to honor our inner warrior with the full moon in Aries. How do we celebrate the ways you've grown in the strength and release the fears that hold us back? What do you have for us, Spirit? What have I brought to life in the last 6 months? What have you brought to life in the last 6 months for this full moon in Aries that happens October 1st? What have you brought to life in the last 6 months? It comes up the Ancestor and the Green Woman, 2 life lessons cards. All right, where do I need to show up with courage? Where do you need to show up with courage in this full moon? 10 of Stones, home. How can you relieve stress and tension from your body during this full moon in Aries? How can you relieve stress and tension from your body during this full moon in Aries? How can you relieve stress and tension during this full moon in Aries? 2 cards there. 10 of Vessels and a Queen of Stones. What does your inner warrior want you to know now? What does your inner warrior want you to know now? What does your inner warrior want you to know now? What does your inner warrior want you to know now? Six of Arrows, transition. Where do you need to be more selfish in your life? Where do you need to be more selfish in your life? Queen of Bows, the hair. And what do you need to release in order to dare greatly? What do you need to release in order to dare greatly? What do you need to release in order to dare greatly? How can you celebrate the ways you've grown in your strength and release the fears that hold you back? Where do you need to release? What do you need to release in order to dare greatly? King of Stones, woof. Okay, so as we look at this a little bit, couple life lessons cards, 3 court cards, 2 tens, and a 6 of Arrows. All right, so let's get started. So this full moon in Aries wants to look at your inner warrior during this time and wants you to celebrate the ways you've grown into your strength and to release those fears that hold you back. So what have you brought to life in the last 6 months? That's represented by both the Ancestor and the Green Woman. And the Ancestor popped up first, and then the Green Woman came back. So what have you brought to life in the last 6 months? The Ancestor tells me as a life lessons card that, you know, it's time to move to your own beat. You're hearing a spiritual drumbeat within your soul as it's moving on, okay? And it's time to walk that path. all right, to walk past those birch trees, okay, and move forward and listen to the universal beat as it's beating in your soul. You know, the path may not be a popular one, okay, but it's one that the universe wants you to go on, okay? And that green woman comes through and says, you know what? I want to nurture you on this path. I want to watch over you. I want to give you that nurturing milk that's from my cauldron, okay? And protect you while you're on your path. So what have you brought to life in the last 6 months? You're starting to walk your path. You're listening to your inner voice, okay? You're listening to your soul and your spirit to walk the path that you want to walk, and know that you're being nurtured along the way, okay? It could be a difficult decision with what's been going on here lately, but to celebrate the ways that you've grown in strength is to know that you've walked the path that you're on, okay? You're listening to your soul. You're listening to your spirit. That's what you've brought to life in the last 6 months. Where do you need to show up with courage is represented by that 10 of stones, home. Where do you need to show up with courage is knowing that you've got the materialism, the security, the stability that the stones brings you. Okay, you've reached the pinnacle of the stones. 10's all about completion, and you've got 2 of them here, you know, in this spread. Okay, so where you're showing your courage is your strength and stamina facing those fears that are holding you back. Okay, in the last 6 months, you've walked through those birch trees. You're listening to your universal beat. You've made some decisions as you're moving forward. Okay, now that courage that you have is that confidence, that self-assuredness, that high self-esteem, knowing that as you're moving forward, okay, you've got that security blanket, that materialism, that stability behind you as you move forward. Okay. And that's how you're honoring your inner warrior, by listening to what's going on and realizing that the security and stability is there for you. How can you release stress and tension from your body? Now, this is represented by both the 10 of Vessels and the Queen of Stones. And the 10 of Vessels came up first, and that's the second 10 I was talking about. Okay, and you know what I like about that card, the 10 of Vessels, is the fact that all those vessels are overflowing with water energy, okay? And that, you know, that could be emotional energy, that could be psychic energy, but to me there's so much energy coming down that, you know, you can't fill every cup up. Actually, you do fill, let me rephrase that. You fill every cup up and some, okay? And you can't fill them up any more than what's already there, okay? So to relieve that stress and tension from your body, understand that you have happiness going on, that, you know, the universe is flowing into you, okay, and there's more energy flowing outside of you than in you, okay? The Queen of Stones, that bear also says, you know, where can I help you, where can I protect you, for one, because that's what she is, all right? And again, that's a materialism card, that security, stability, that goes back to that 10 of Stones. But that bear also, you know, likes to hibernate during the winter, okay? So you can relieve that stress and tension from your body, understanding that everything is, you know, is being taken care of, okay? And maybe you need to take a step back, okay? Maybe you need to take a step back during this full moon in Aries and rest, rejuvenate, knowing that you're overflowing with energy, okay? That's only going to strengthen you later on down the line. Okay, that's going to help you release those fears as you're moving forward, because you've got that high self-esteem, you've got that high motivation, okay? So that's how you can release some of that stress and tension that's going on in your body. What does your inner warrior want you to know now is represented by the 6 of Arrows transition. Okay, so during this full moon in Aries, you can celebrate the fact that you know there's going to be a transition going on. You're moving across these waters into that into the sunset, you're coming from that sunset, okay, and into the night, okay? You're moving from something that's really good for you right now into something that's really better. It's represented by that full moon, okay? That full moon in Aries, which lets you, discover that inner warrior to help you release that strength and release the fears. Help you grow in that strength. Know that transition that's going on right now is what your inner warrior wants you to do. It wants you to move forward, to take on new challenges, okay? To transition into a new role, okay, with whatever's going on in your life during this full moon in Aries. To listen to that inner warrior and take those challenges that are out there. Where do you need to be more selfish in your life is represented by the Queen of Bows. The Queen of Bows. Now you've got two queens here too, and queens are all about, in my opinion, they're nurturing for one, but they're also they know the inner workings of the castle. Okay, they will take your ideas and some of your supplications to the king. Okay, they're very good people that'll listen to you and give you that advice as you're moving forward. Now, the Queen of Stones wants to protect you. This Queen of Bows, this hare, she wants you to think about things. Okay, she wants you to, be quick to the chase, more or less. So where do you need to be more selfish in your life? You need to look at opportunities within your life to, be quick around the direction that you want to go to, all right? To understand that, arrows, or let me rephrase that, bows, okay, is all about fire and creativity. So you have to be quick in that action with what's going on. So if you need to be more selfish in your life, look for those opportunities that are going to nurture you. Grab them up quick, okay, to help with your inner strength and to help release those fears that are holding you back, all right? Be quick to act, okay? Maybe it's quick to listen. Maybe it's quick to speak as well, okay? So look at all aspects of, using that creativity energy or that action energy, to help you move forward to be more selfish in your life. And in the last court card, what do you need to release in order to dare greatly? The King of Stones. Again, as I look at these last three cards, they're all under that full moon. So to me, that is very potent for you as you're moving forward. You got the six of arrows, that transition, the Queen of Bows, and now the King of Stones, all underneath that full moon in Aries. Okay, so where do you need to release in order to dare greatly? Kings, they know their kingdom. They know everything that's going on in all their little parts of the world. And for you to move forward, to grow in your strength and release the fears that hold you back, know that this king is out there walking that path. This king is all about materialism, success, stability, security, okay? And with him during this full moon, I wouldn't say release it. I would say grasp this, okay? Maybe you need to release, the attitude of I'm not good enough, okay? Or woe is me, or I don't have the money, One of the biggest things is, don't say I can't. Say I can. I can't afford to go on this trip. You can't afford not to go on this trip, okay? Things on that nature. So look at the things that are weighing you down, okay, that are preventing you from moving forward. And then take on that King of Stones aspect, that wolf aspect, being the protector of the land, out there during the evening, okay? Dare greatly by being this wolf and moving forward on your spiritual path during this full moon in Aries. Be like that wolf and howl with a pack to the moon to celebrate the ways you've grown in your inner strength. Celebrate the fact that you can release those fears that you're holding you back, okay? That's allowing you to move forward during this full moon in Aries. All right? So just to recap, I'll start at the beginning again. You know, what have you brought into life in your last 6 months? You're listening to your universal beat, okay? And you've also got the green woman nurturing you as you're moving forward. You need to show courage, knowing that you have that 10 of stones. You've got the support of community. You've got the support of family, okay, as you move forward. That 10 of stones is all about completion, all right? And that's going to help you, knowing that you've got the confidence, the self-esteem, okay, the security of moving forward to show up with your courage. How can you release stress and tension from your body? This is represented by the 10 of vessels and happiness and the queen of stones there. Understand that all your cups are overflowing. Understand that there's more energy there from spirit, okay, that can keep you going than you can possibly hold, all right? The universe is going to continue to fill you up, but also take that time to rest. Take a little bit of a nap every once in a while. Rejuvenate, so you can so you can bring more in to yourself, more happiness instead of stress and tension from your body. Your inner warrior wants you to know right now that you're transitioning. You're moving from one area to another, and it's beneficial to you as you move forward. Okay, especially under that full moon of Aries. You're listening to your inner warrior during this transition. That queen of bows, that here, again, that's another queen. Okay, she wants you to be quick-witted. Okay, she wants you to cut to the chase. All right, this is how you need to be more selfish in your life. Bring more things into yourself. Okay, whether that's listening, talking, actions. Okay, be more creative with what's happening. Okay, take some time for yourself to do something for yourself as you're moving forward. And then that king of stones is, what do you need to release in order to dare greatly? Know that you've got the protective wolf there guiding you during this full moon in Aries. During this inner warrior of gaining your strength, he's there to help you. Telling you that, you know what? You're going to succeed in this. You're going to have materialism, success, stability, and security as you move forward. But you need to take that first step. You need to be out there. You need to release everything that you can't do, okay, in order for you to move forward. Because this king's going to help guide you. But he can only guide you if you let go. If you let go of what's holding you back, all right, he can be that guide for you as you're walking down your path. So that's this month's full moon in Aries. It comes up October 1st. And leave your comments down below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. This is Dee for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you at the new moon coming up here in a couple weeks. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.